Good evening, and thank you for being a part of the Maine East Athletic Program. I am Steve Shantz, the Athletic Director here at Maine East. Prior to the presentation by the coaching staff of your team, the Athletic Department and the Maine East Administration would like to share some important information with you as you prepare for your participation with our athletic programs. During this presentation, you will hear from our principal, Dr. Michael Pressler, who will talk about sportsmanship and the value of athletics in the educational process, Mr. Dino DeLeggi, the Assistant Principal for Activities, who will discuss our 24/7 Code of Conduct policy. I will discuss our department's focus on student-athlete safety and hazing and bullying. Megan Lucci, our athletic trainer, will discuss concussions, training room services, procedures, and policies, and the inherent risk of participation in athletics. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Dr. Michael Pressler.
Hello, my name is Dr. Mike Pressler, and I'm the principal at Maine East High School. If you're a parent, I want to thank you for being here to support your son or daughter as a member of one of our athletic teams. And if you're a student, I'm pleased that you've decided to get involved. At Maine East, we value the time and effort invested by our athletes and coaches to build strong bodies, strong minds, and winning attitudes. Athletic participation provides a rich experience for students to develop their athletic abilities, the ability to work well with others, and a heightened sense of self-respect and respect for others. Athletic participation complements the academic focus of our school by providing experiences that translate to success in the classroom. We're always happy with a winning score, but we feel that the most valuable lessons our student athletes learn are related to the concepts of hard work, fair play, and striving for personal best. When these elements are present, our students are winners all of the time. One of the reasons we've produced this video is to emphasize our priority on creating and maintaining a self and positive atmosphere as our athletes practice and compete throughout their season. District 207 schools have a zero-tolerance policy toward hazing. The Student Discipline Handbook defines hazing as initiating or disciplining fellow students by means of horseplay, practical joke or tricks, to harass by banter, ridicule, or criticism, or to play abusive and or humiliating tricks. If you are the target of any such actions, or if you are aware of such actions, please report it immediately to a trusted adult in the school or to your parents, who should then report this to a school personnel such as the athletic director, myself, or any other building administrator. I encourage you to do your best part to support the highest possible standards of good sportsmanship through your words and actions. In closing, I want to wish each of you a good luck in your upcoming season. Win or lose, we're all proud of your hard work, and we look forward to you representing Maine East in a first-class manner. Now I'd like to introduce our Assistant Principal for Students, Mr. Dino DeLeggi.
Hello, my name is Dino DeLeggi, and I am the Assistant Principal for Students here at Maine East. I am also a graduate from the class of 1987. I believe that one of the most important parts of high school is what happens outside of the classroom. I think that being a part of athletics in high school is an essential part of learning and growing. At Maine East High School, there are excellent traditions that our communities should be very proud of. Being a student athlete comes with a lot of expectations and responsibility. As a student athlete at Maine East, you are held to a higher standard. When you wear that ME on your chest, whether it's in the community, at an away contest, or in the halls of Maine East, you are expected to represent your family, team, coaches, and school with the utmost honor and integrity. With that in mind, I wanted to discuss with you a district policy that Maine Township has in place that holds students involved with extracurricular activities accountable for their actions. This policy is known as the Extracurricular Code of Conduct, also known as the 24/7 policy. This code of conduct is in effect 24 hours a day, every day of the calendar year. It applies to incidents of prohibitive conduct on or off school property, whether in season or not, and whether school is in session or not. Violations of the code accumulate throughout a student's high school career. The policy states that any criminal activity is prohibited. I'm not going to give you a list of things you can't do, but I want to make sure that everyone understands that this policy is more than just about illegal use of drugs and alcohol. This includes, but is not limited to, items like vandalism, gang-related activity, fighting, bullying, including cyberbullying and inappropriate use of social media. The potential consequences of violating the 24/7 policy is significant. On a first offense, the individual can lose up to 40% of their extracurricular activity. On a second offense, the individual can lose an entire year of extracurricular activity. On a third offense, the individual will be excluded from all extracurricular activities for the remainder of their high school career. That in a nutshell is the extracurricular code of conduct. Athletes, you put in hours upon hours of hard work. You sacrifice your time. You go above and beyond to represent Maine East. Your family and school are very proud of you. Please make sure you're not only making the right choices, but also help each other out in making good choices. Don't put yourself or your teammates in harm's way of violating the 24/7 policy. It is not worth it. You have invested too much to risk it all. In closing, I'm really looking forward to getting to watch all you compete this year and wish you the best of luck. And now I would like to turn it back over to our athletic director, Mr. Steve Shantz.
I want to take this opportunity again to thank you for being part of our Maine East athletic program. We believe that participation in athletics is an important part of the educational process. The development of the physical capacities of our student athletes complements and enhances the intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and social development of our young men and women. That said, nothing is more important to our coaches, athletic department, and administration than the safety of our student athletes. Hazing is defined as when an act is committed against a student or a student is coerced into committing an act that creates a substantial risk of harm to the student or to any third party in order for the student to be initiated into or affiliated with any school group, club, athletic team, grade level activity, or organization. Bullying is similar to hazing, but it can happen at any time without being associated with entrance or acceptance to a group. The inappropriate use of social media with profanity and/or inappropriate remarks about teammates, opponents, coaches, other students may be classified as cyberbullying. The use of social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vine, YouTube, and Snapchat in an attempt to cause harm or humiliation will not be tolerated. Our athletes are held to a higher standard of conduct and are expected to carry themselves with class and character 24/7. Don't say, write, tweet, send, or record anything that you wouldn't feel comfortable repeating in front of your parents, teachers, coaches, teammates, or media. With today's technology and the use of cell phones and cameras, there is nothing that is kept private. So carry yourself in a manner that you, your family, your coaches, and teammates can be proud of. Hazing is detrimental to the team and its participants. Breaking down, humiliating, and/or embarrassing your teammates is not a form of bonding. It pulls teams apart. If you suspect bullying or hazing, refuse to participate. Do not be a bystander and stand up against it. Report it to your coach, the deans, or the athletic director immediately. You may also use your anonymous reporting system. Our coaches have received training and will be vigilant in recognizing and reporting any form of hazing and/or bullying. Teams are bonded by playing and working together and supporting each other. Team building activities, team dinners, outings, and community service are great alternatives to hazing activities. We are all Blue Demons and will support each other. Hazing and bullying will not be tolerated. Consequences will be administered as appropriate and may include 24/7 Code of Conduct violations. And now I'd like to introduce our athletic trainer, Megan Lucci.
I want to welcome you and your students to the Maine East Athletic family. My name is Megan Lucci, the head athletic trainer here at Maine East High School. I've been given the opportunity to discuss a few different subjects. First, I would like to define what a certified athletic trainer is. An athletic trainer is a qualified medical professional educated in preventing, recognizing, managing, and rehabilitating injuries that result in physical activity. Athletic trainers are recognized by the American Medical Association as an allied healthcare profession who are recommended at every high school to keep America's youth safe and healthy. Here at Maine East, there are 2 certified athletic trainers. We are here on Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. until the last practice or competition. There's also coverage during our home and practices on Saturdays. The athletic training room is located on the south end of the field house. We ask that everyone signs in when they enter the training room facility to help monitor treatment, taping, and supply usage. Every athlete should advocate for themselves and be responsible to report their injuries to the athletic trainers as soon as possible, so we can treat them and get them back to the field or court quickly and safely. In order to provide quality care for our student athletes, we do our best to work alongside doctors and other allied healthcare professionals. We have been extremely fortunate to work closely to Lutheran General and their medical team. Our physician is Dr. David Lesman. He is starting a pediatric sports medicine clinic at Yakman Pavilion. Our team doctor will also be in the training room free of charge on Tuesday evenings to evaluate any injuries that are severe and not progressing well. If your son or daughter is seeing or is going to see another physician for an injury, we need a note to clear them for participation. If they do not have a note, they will be unable to practice or compete. It is important that we have this communication to protect your athletes from further injury as well as enhance our rehab capabilities. Our second subject we have the opportunity to communicate with you about is a very important topic: sport supplementation. Sport supplements are not only a fast-growing trend, but a multi-billion-dollar industry that targets your son and daughter as their prime consumer. The manufacturer's goal are to produce legal alternatives to steroids. We feel it is imperative for you to know that the natural compounds that they are selling are not subject by FDA testing or regulation, leaving their effectiveness and safety in question. Even though some literature states these supplements are safe, one may experience serious side effects including irregular heart rate, liver abnormality, mood swings, premature growth plate closing, which is stunted growth, and many others. You can find a list of banned substances at the Illinois High School Association website, or please contact us with any questions. Please remember, nothing is more important to an athletic performance than a healthy nutrition. The last subject is one we have all heard of more and more throughout the years: concussions. A concussion may be caused either by a direct blow to the head, face, neck, or elsewhere on the body with an impulsive force transmitted to the head. Concussions typically result in a rapid onset of short-lived impairments of neurological function that resolve spontaneously. An athlete does not have to lose consciousness or be knocked out to suffer a concussion. All athletes will complete an impact test as a baseline prior to their season. Impact is a sophisticated research-based software tool developed to help sports medicine clinicians evaluate the recovery of concussion by testing their memory, brain processing speed, reaction time, and post-concussive symptoms. The signs and symptoms of a concussion can include a headache, fogginess, mood change, loss of consciousness, irritability, slow reaction time, and/or drowsiness. If an athlete receives a head contact and one or more of these symptoms, they will automatically be put on the Maine East concussion protocol. The athlete will need to rest and recover until symptom-free. Once the athlete does not have any symptoms and is cleared by a physician, he or she will retake the impact test. If the impact score equals the athlete's baseline, a physician will give the athlete the okay to move forward in a 5-day step return to play program. Please look at the Maine East High School concussion protocol located on the athletic website for specifics and any questions. We hope you and your student athlete have a healthy and wonderful year. Please feel free to contact me by phone at 847-692-8356 or my email at meganlucci@maine207.org, or find me personally at your athlete's competition. Now it's time for me to turn it back to your athletic director.
Now we're going to turn it back over to the program head coach, who will answer any questions about hazing, bullying, or any other topics in this presentation. I want to thank you again for being part of our Maine East athletic program, and we wish you the very best of luck this season.